Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got our weapon currently cooked to my character's hands here. This is the Makeshift .32 SMG, which is the Handmade Borz SMG. Now, it's based off the Borz, which is a real-life submachine gun, kind of like actually real-life handmade submachine gun, used by the Chechen Republic of Ichkeria. I don't know how to say it, but essentially a republic that fought up against Russia during the 90s, and they didn't really have any guns, so they had to hand make their own guns. And this is based off a handmade SMG, like something they would have made between 1992 and 1999. It also translates to the Borz, translates to wolf. I looked some things up. I got some data for you guys. Besides that, the weapon's pretty solid, right? Like, it looks pretty good. It's obviously a little handmade SMG. It's got 40 brand new attachments, custom models, and textures, custom animations. It uses munitions, obviously, for the .32 rounds. It starts spawning in at a leveled list at level 1. But there's 3 uniques. We'll get into those a little later on in the video. But let's take a look at this baseline variant here. Obviously, you've heard it a couple times. It makes a noise as a little inspect. It doesn't take very long to happen. But it's a real simple little thing. It's a nice looking SMG. I like it. So when you run here, a little tight thing, a little very basic iron sights, very basic version of the gun. 22 rounds in a magazine, very small magazine, real basic here. Nice looking reload animation though, solid. Does all the things you'd want it to do. I like that reach over. I feel that. I feel that energy. Let's see if we got anything with the put away, pull out. Yeah, you definitely got some nice looking animations. They're high quality, custom animations, very good. Now, I can craft myself stuff from the munitions mod. .32 rounds here is what you would need. Obviously, you can find those out in the world once you have munitions on and all that stuff. But let's take a look at the weapon when we put some attachments on it, because this is very basic, standard receiver. Obviously, I think you probably want to go to powerful. 42 damage is still not a lot. I mean, we can do a higher fire rate here with the rapid receiver, but you do at the cost of DPS. It's still lower DPS, but like for certain things, it might actually do more damage, right? That's all relative. So we have short barrel, long barrel, short ported barrel, long finned barrel, heavy barrel, suppressed barrel. Now the suppressed barrel is something cool, probably worth checking out, but we'll put the heavy barrel on for now. Technically the suppressed barrel does have less range than the heavy barrel, has more accuracy, but let's see if we can put that on with a suppressor, right? So right now, we have no muzzle on, we can put a bayonet on there, to bash obviously. Makeshift version of compensator, muzzle brake, and suppressor. The makeshift suppressor does reduce range, but we also have a regular suppressor in here, which also reduces range, but not by as much. And it gives you much more accuracy stat. So you can make it suppress, compensator, muzzle brake, all that stuff. Flash hider for better range. 5.9 range on a flash hider is never ever going to be sold to me as some kind of like benefit for worse AP cost. So we can put a stock on here as well. Right now we have no stock, right? But you can do a makeshift stock, which does help with recoil. It gives you a huge amount of 18 accuracy. Full stock a little bit more than that. Light stock for better AP cost, but worse bash, and a recoil compensating stock, which does have better bash, the best accuracy stats you can do, but it's going to cost more AP because it's heavier, it's a bigger, heavier weapon. Let's put the suppressor on there for now, the real boy suppressor. We can put some glow sights on there for right now. We have makeshift sights and real sights, I guess, later on in the thing. We can also do different magazines here, so we have quick eject with that 22 rounds medium. Put the medium quick eject on for now. We'll see how fast the faster reload is, and then I think probably get to 30 rounds. We also have different grips here. So we have tape grip, which will improve recoil and AP cost. We have makeshift grip, which is improve recoil and bash damage. You really can make a bash version of this weapon. There's a lot of attachments that affect bash. You do that, like makeshift bayonet on there and stuff too. So improve recoil and hipfire accuracy, and better recoil and hipfire accuracy. It's probably even better than this, right? So let's take a look at what that looks like. Heavy barrel is the way I want to go for now. Powerful receiver. 42 damage is still not a lot. This is, it's not exactly shooting marshmallows or anything. So we have a stock on there now. The hipfire is not extremely great anyway. We got 30 round magazine on that, little tape on there. 33 rounds. Glow sights are nice though. I really like the clean looking basic sights. Especially on something that's an SMG you're going to use in close range. The recoil is practically non-existent though. Right? Let's see. Let's just it's going to go up. It's pretty straight up though. I mean, we do have some recoil compensating things, right? Like the grip tape we put on there, and let's put like a makeshift reflexant on that. It's probably going to be gross and ugly and garbage, but it's there. We'll put a muzzle brake on there as well, I suppose, like a real boy muzzle brake, and then we'll put the large quick eject magazine on there. Let's see what that looks like. We did put the recoil grip on there for recoil, so if we put something like the tape grip on there, which is supposed to help with recoil but also improve AP cost, that'll be beneficial. Powerful receiver. I mean, technically we could put the rapid on there. I just see if I can feel what the fire rate sounds like. 44 round big mag. We do have at least a sight on here, right? Like it is a sight. That is definitely faster fire rate. Like that rapid receiver is spitting rounds. Could be interesting, right? At least there's interesting builds to be made out of it, right? There's definitely some cool things here. And you could do different stocks too. Like you could do that better AP cost here. We combine that with the tape grip where we get better AP cost, and maybe we're getting into a wombo combo. Now, the muzzle brake is still helping with recoil and stuff. Let's go compensator, I suppose. That also gives a little more range, a little bit less accuracy. Let's get that makeshift sight off of there. Makeshift hollow sight. It's probably gonna be gross too. It's good. We got gross, ugly things. There's our makeshift hollow sight. It's fine. The recoil really bad. It's way more up. I mean, obviously that's part of the rapid receiver. Partially our attachments selection here that we've chosen. If I wanted to shoot Sheffield, I could shoot him a whole bunch of times though. So if you're doing the rapid, you could get a lot of shots off in VATS, right? You could do different things. I really don't like that sight though. So if we put like the suppressed barrel on there, we get no. We still get. I still have a compensator. It's technically not though, right? Yeah. So you could do the suppressed barrel as its own thing. I'm not sure why you wouldn't want to do the heavy barrel with the suppressor. I guess it has slightly more accuracy, right? And you could put like the recoil grip on there. You could get some things in here. Like, do you want to worry about AP cost, or do you want to worry about, because you could give you more accuracy with this, more damage. I think that's going to be the way to go. Combat scope, huh? Let's see what this looks like. It's probably going to be ugly. All these makeshift sights are ugly. I like that the stock kind of folds out. That's the worst reticle I've ever seen. I've seen it before, to be fair, so it's not like I've ever seen it. But like, let's just give me a regular reflex sight. What does that look like? What does a regular scope look like on the weapon? Nice little fold out animation. Nice. That's very clean. I like that energy a lot. I'm about that. The hollow sight probably just, bigger. The bigger, like, space and like a different reticle generally, right? Like, yeah. That's okay. Nice. I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's, personal preference, a little bit more zoom in the reflex sight. And then obviously a short scope is going to function like a scope, like a short scope from the vanilla game. So you can shoot at long range with this. No semi-auto capability. The rapid receiver is never really meant for that short scope there. But you could do that suppressed barrel, but I think really the way to go is heavy barrel, right? Because you could just... So heavy barrel, suppressor even, right? We get 194 range. So if I put this suppressed barrel on there, I'm losing range still. I'm getting a little more accuracy. Just a little bit, though, because the suppressor heavy barrel combo does do good stuff. It does look cool, though. I mean, obviously built-in suppressor fits the kind of like makeshift nature of the thing. Put like a reflex sight on there, but the short scope is maximum accuracy, right? If you really were worried about that, you could put recoil compensating on there and get all the way up to 93, right? And then you could put like recoil grip on there. I guess it's not even better. Technically, the tape grip is the best accuracy. The 93 accuracy stat on this is kind of insane. We go powerful receiver, doesn't get us any accuracy back, but we do actually gain the DPS, even though I kind of want to shoot it rapid. But lots of different things here. I think it's a good, well-designed weapon in terms of having different things. You could do different stuff, right? So you could put on that suppressed, well, not the suppressed barrel, but you could put something on like the heavy barrel. You could put on the heavy stock because it's got that improved bash. You could put on the bayonet for the improved bash. You could do, right, like you don't even need sights on that. You could just go around stabbing people with this particular thing, right? Like in the makeshift grip for improved bash. So you could really just get the bash going and stabby people with the weapon. I think I would like a little bit more AP. Like my personal thing is I'm going to use the rapid receiver just because I think it's fun to spit bullets. I would use a suppressed barrel because it looks cool. I would use the tape grip for that AP like I talked about. Large quick eject is always the way to go kind of on that. I'd probably use a smaller sight. I don't really care that much. I'd probably use this reflexes out of the sights. I'd actually probably glow sights actually though. So I will, I guess. This is my build of the thing. No muzzle actually, right? And then I would use the light stock for AP cost. I don't really care about bashing things. I just want to shoot them. Now, we're all the way down at 69 accuracy. Nice, but also not nice. But we're going to be spitting bullets, and it's going to be a good time, I think. So, we do have some uniques to go get. So, while we go find those things in different spots, we're going to also test this weapon out in some combat. And I will see you guys when we get there. So, our first unique here is at west of Abernathy Farm in a small raider camp. That's what they listed as. So, we are at Abernathy. The west is this way. So, we're going to go this way. So, it's not this. It's got to be, like, this wester, I guess, right? Like, this, I mean, obviously it might take me a second to find it as it is. I do like the little look of this gun, though. It's a nice little compact gun. Now, it's obviously, I've kind of nerfed its stats on purpose. But we should have a huge amount of AP to shoot shots with. So yeah, we got some deer here, right? Radseg does. I mean, that's one burst piece. Very fast fire rate, like tearing through vats and stuff here. Obviously, we got bullet fly here. Accuracy is still good. Obviously, you can make it better. You could do the short scope thing. You could do all the other different accuracy stat increasing attachments. But you know, this is still good in this context here, where you're just spraying and praying. Especially with hip fire, that would be really good if it was like the steady aim perk. Now let's see, where would I think if I was to put a raider camp? This is like way up there, right? I know there's a raider camp up there. I don't know if I would consider that west. There's definitely the raiders there shooting their guns, popping off. We'll go check to see if the camp's there. If it's not, we can find it later. There's a raider right there, just absolutely fried in about all 2 seconds. Fried. Like obviously you can get a little bit more damage. The DPS is higher with that powerful receiver, but this is more fun to just have a gun that just literally fucking unloads bullets. Obviously, it's going to eat a lot of ammo that way, and your personal preference on what you want to do with that. This is a raider camp. You see that a makeshift 32 SMG right there? My character's like level 10. So it does spawn in the very beginning of the game. I was thinking this would be it, right? Because this is the only raider camp I can think of west of the thing. Now, that doesn't mean it's not here. I just can't be seeing it sometimes. I do not be seeing. I mean, this is a really small... This is really small little raider camp. I do not know if Radaway is good. Oh, there it is. Scavver's SMG. Increased damage after each consecutive hit on the same target. That's wonderful. It's actually extremely good. Now, obviously, it looks like dog shit. It does. It does. This looks like dog shit. It's got a cool skin on it because it's a Scavver's thing. It's got the built-in... It sounds nice, though. And that increased damage per hit is going to be literally insane, right? We do have a high fire rate. Let's take a look here at what it's got on there. It's got the short barrel, standard receiver, pretty basic stuff. Makeshift grip, makeshift reflex sight, makeshift compensator, like a lot of the makeshifty stuff on the makeshift stock, right? It's designed to be like a really badly made version by raiders. Well, we'll test it on some combat, raw dogging it, raw dog this version. We'll go to find the next unique, and I'll see you when we get there. So this next one, with its vague descriptionness that it always has, is sometimes by Sunshine Tidings Co-op. Now, there's a makeshift shelter somewhere nearby. Now, if I just spawned in here, I just fast traveled here, right? Would there be a makeshift shelter higher up here? A makeshift shelter. Like, I'm trying to think about that. Obviously, a makeshift shelter makes sense for a makeshift SMG, right? Or just kind of combining the words here. It could be one of those buildings up there, I suppose. It's not in Sunshine Tidings, though. There's ghouls in here, though. I just wanted to show off that this one does shred. It's gonna shred. I mean, you could put a desk claw in front of me and this one would shred, right? Like, this is not a quick eject magazine. See, that's very slow on its reload shit. Nope, I would like to shoot the door open. How about that? Thanks. I mean, that railroad, like, none of this stuff is even really fucking with me. Makeshift shelter nearby Sunshine Tidings, though. I mean, it could be up here. I haven't really ever explored past these grain things here, right? Like, could be like up here, right? This is like a makeshift shelter, right? This is what I would call a makeshift shelter. Obviously super duper fried. Rad Roach ain't fucking with me. Not with this gun. Anyway. It looks like it's right there. Pipe Dream. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Does increase the amount of damage the more withdrawal effects you are suffering. So, you know, interesting effect, and it obviously does kind of apply to the theme of Sunshine Titan Co-op with the hippie robot. Right, doing hippie robot things. Now, our last one is at Hardware Town, so I guess I'll see you when we get there. And we'll just keep shooting mans and find what the last one is. I do like these legendary variants, that are unique variants. They do offer cool legendary effects. I'm not going to show off the one that I'm not addicted to anything, so I don't think my character can be addicted to things. But, like, I wonder what Hardware Town... Maybe we shoot nails? That'd be cool. I will see. I don't want to be wrong. So, Hardware Town, we need some help. She needs some help? Yep, she does. She sure does. So, this one's supposed to be in here on a shelf someplace. We'll see how that goes. They're going to know that I'm coming because I am not afraid of a couple little raiders trying to jump me. I fell for this. Obviously, most people, I bet, fell for this the first time they played through this. You could, you know, be like one of those guys who pretends like he did and then didn't. Shut up and wait. Yeah. You know. Should find on some shelves, though. This is... I mean, I imagine it's more in here, right? That raider second got fried. Bats burst. Here. Not quite, but every shot I'm hitting him with, he takes more damage. That everybody in here? Kind of cleared it out. I mean, I guess we could show off what the skin looks like for the other one in person while we're kind of looking around for this one. What is that called? It's a weird name. Pipe Dream. Yeah, that's right, like a pipe. Put it in your pipe and smoke it. I mean, obviously, if you are, you know, addicted to a bunch of different fucking drugs, this is a good one. On top of some shelves. There's like, this entire place is shelves. You understand that? Like, mod author who wrote this description. Like, you can climb up on there. Look, I'm pretty good at climbing. On top of some shelves. It's gotta be up here then. Tooth and nail. Hope you get your tetanus shot. Targets bleed for 25 points of additional damage. It does have nails on it. Doesn't quite shoot nails. Special spiked receiver, which is cool. Does it have a special name or anything? No. It's just got a but this one actually, this tooth and nail one actually is a special nail receiver that you'd only get with this one, and that has nails on it. I mean, hopefully that would make it such bash is insane. Like I would really just bash with the nails. That's spitting bullets. It does have the suppressor barrel on there. Obviously, you could put the rapid receiver on there, but then you're losing out the nail effect. The bleeding is fine. The best one is obviously the one that does more damage each consecutive hit you hit people with. That is the bee's knees of effects. It's like really, it's for a full auto gun, especially that's like the top tier of what. And you can get that one right in the beginning of the game, right? Like those raiders next to Abernathy Farm there we showed off aren't shit. Like they're going to spawn in very low level. They're going to be very easy to kill. This one is cool though. It's for sure. I definitely think it's cool. I like its look. It's gonna be. We're gonna see if we can find. I think there's some super mutants generally over here, or something, if I remember right. My orientation isn't perfect. You know, people ask me all the time. You know, do you play Fallout like in your regular time or just for videos? Just for videos, as it stands right now. A lot of other games to play. I'm gonna miss that jump. Sorry, it's just Impact Support. But yeah, so I don't, you know, my memory does get hazy about some of these things, right? Some of the things I used to remember, I forget, which means it's probably a good time for another playthrough. But the super mutants are over here more? Yeah, this is the spot. It does do bleeding damage, I mean, and that got for, I mean, it's still a great gun. It's a nice little SMG, feels really solid. You can get it right in the beginning of the game, which feels good. Right, they start because it starts spawning at level 1. It's supposed to be like kind of an early game gun. My character's kind of in the early game as it is. Part of the reason I'm covering it because my character's happen to be low level as it is, so nothing's really spawning in at high level for me. You know, obviously at higher levels it's probably going to fall off in terms of its effectiveness, and there's no way to really make it tick. There's no like damage modifier, right? Like there's no way. I mean, obviously you could still use it. It's just going to probably end up having to shoot a lot of bullets to still be effective. But here, against, you know, your low-level enemies in the beginning of the game, it feels good. All the dead raiders here because the super mutants got it. Did the super mutants take over the turrets? Like, why did that... I mean, I guess the turrets did shoot that super mutant there? I just don't know. And then, obviously, because it's a cell, like, the super mutants can't come in here. They should obviously know that, you know, real logic versus game logic. Let's go up and kill everybody up here, though. It'd be a fun time. You can see that damage over time happening, though, right? Like, it is ticking. Not a lot. I'm getting hurt pretty bad, so I'm going to hide out here for a second and reload. It does, you know... This is a medium mag, so it doesn't have a huge amount around. But the bleeding damage is something. You'll notice it. It's not... It does fit the unique kind of name effect there. It's a brute. It's a pretty tough one. And you see that I just put a lot of bullets into it, but you can see the bleeding working. I don't like the sound of the Suicider. I just died. Well, I mean, what a better place to end the video than my death, right? Suiciders will get you at low level. You just don't have enough HP. But that's a cool gun. The Makeshift .32 SMG, the Handmade Borz SMG, or whatever you want to refer to it as, is a cool little gun. I like it. You know, my personal favorite is that Scavver's one for legendary effect, but even mine is really good. I really like the way that, obviously you could take the Scavver's one and put whatever you want on it because it still works, but like the suppressed rapid one. You see, it's even on some of these tougher super mutants, taking a lot of bullets to kill these ones. I'm also very dead. But you obviously want that big mag on there. Some of these effects, like the suppressed barrel and stuff. I don't like that this guy sneaked up behind me. This is a cheese-ass fight with that. You see that, taking a lot of fucking bullets without any of those special legendary effects carrying you, but not like an impossible amount. The baby bash, the 0 damage. Okay, good enough though for now. Okay, are we good? Did you guys shoot the Suicider? You could. That'd be beneficial. Who's shooting me from way the fuck down there? You? Like, you can see at this range it's not very good. It's a good gun though. I think it's solid. It's obviously designed to be an early game gun because it spawns in very early. But you're not really, I mean, it's not doing a ton of damage. Like, we can, with the Scavver SMG, like I said, this one will do a lot of damage. It's got a lot of recoil too, though. It's just designed that way. But, like, you will eventually, as long as you keep shooting the same target, blow through people. And it works out just fine. You guys let me know what you think of the .32 SMG. Makeshift .32 SMG down in the comment section down below. Come on your ass. It does tear, that tears through people, right?
Time's up.
Oh, time's up for you, bud. Every shot I hit you with, I do more damage. So I can fall down here without dying. I did. I made it. Yeah. It's a cool gun. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you do want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link to the Bethesda .net page or the Nexus mod page. You can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so that way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day or whatever time it may be, and I'll see you in the next episode.